It's like 2 days before Christmas and I am sick. I'm not in the mood for cooking, eating, effort, shopping, literally anything. And also, it's the holiday week. It's freezing in New York City. It is actually what 17 degrees or something, or 15 degrees, something like that. So I'm gonna tell you what, it's gonna be very simple stuff that I'm making all week long.
3 days later.
It's cold. I mean, it's just like crazy out there. It's crazy. All right, so we're back in the kitchen and we're back with another grocery haul. So I filmed a whole intro for this one where I'm planning out my meals and this and that, but I think I'll just do this. I'm just gonna show you what I already planned. This week is Christmas week, and at the end of the week, it's my birthday, and it's gonna be New Year's after that. So there's a lot of moving around, a lot of moving and shaking. And honestly, I still don't have solid plans of what I'm doing, except doing a New Year's Eve concert, because that's kind of a tradition that I do. So that's the only plan, which means that these things have to be a little bit flexible. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but I am getting better from a cold that I had over the weekend, and I really was burnt out from work. And Friday afternoon, basically on my way out of work, I'm like, oh, I think I'm sick. And I was definitely sick. I get sick so rarely, so for me to be congested and all of that sort of stuff is just like, you know, I turn into a big baby, I'll be honest with you. So I did literally nothing on Saturday and Sunday. I had a little bit of energy today, so I went to BJ's, I went to Lidl, and I went to Lincoln Market. Yeah, I always do Lincoln Market last because their prices are not that affordable, but they have a couple of things here and there that I like to get once in a blue moon. So, you know, but today was the blue moon, so I got something. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what the plan was. I have not touched this. I dropped this here. I went out to go do my groceries and then I came back. So I started off as usual with my use up section, right? I do this, like I say, to make sure that I'm using already what I have, that I'm not overbuying, that I'm not wasting food. And it keeps me honest in the future too, right? Because then I am only buying things that I know that I'm going to use, because I'm not in the habit of trying to throw out food and all that sort of stuff. So when I'm taking food into my home, I know that I'm going to use it. If not this week, at some point it will be used. So that's the purpose of this. It's not just a dieting trick or anything like that. It's primarily a budget hack. I've separated this week into frozen and fresh. I've done that just so I can keep in mind these are things that I don't need to use immediately, but also to keep in mind I have limited freezer space, so I might want to use some of these things to try to start using them up. I have a huge bag of kale and spinach. I have another huge bag of butternut squash that's already diced up. I have a half a bag of edamame left from, I mean, they're probably freezer burnt, but I will try to use those. I have diced peppers and onions, green beans. I have about a half a bag of Beyond Steak left, so that's several servings. And the bag that I got was from BJ's Wholesale, so it had about 9 servings in it. And then for fresh items, I always somehow have 1 block of tofu left. So I have that block of extra firm tofu, and then I have a whole bunch of apples left. I've been eating those as the week has gone by, so I'm not feeling hungry in the morning these days. I used to go to the gym in the morning, but now I'm doing more evening workouts. So over time, I'm seeing that I'm a little bit less hungry in the morning. Come the new year, I will start working out again early in the morning, so that'll switch up a little bit. But for now, I'm just going with the flow. And so instead of prepping a full meal in the morning, because last week I realized that I was prepping all this oatmeal and not eating it all, right? And I'd end up throwing out half the serving because I just was not hungry. I wasn't feeling it. And then I would get hungrier later on in the day, right? So For now, just for this week, I'm gonna test it out of eating a little bit less in the morning and then, you know, the rest of the day, see how it goes. So I'm just gonna have a protein shake and an apple. I am trying to get more fruits in, as you know, so that'll be what I do. And of course, if I'm more hungry, I'll have my snacks available as usual, and then we'll keep it pushing that way. But getting the main things in first, my protein and then some sort of fruit or veg. So that's gonna be an apple this time. Also, that's great because there's no prep involved. It's just like, put the apple in the bag, like what, you know, protein shake, milk, water in a jar, ice, shake, like, you know, it's great. So for lunch, I'm gonna have green soup and a seitan sandwich. And for dinner, I'm gonna use up that butternut squash. I'm gonna use up the Beyond Steak, and I'm actually going to use this completely expired bag of polenta. But I'm looking at the ingredients and like, what exactly is expiring here? I don't know. It's corn and dried herbs and dried mushrooms. Like, it can't be bad, right? I'm gonna use it anyway, see what happens. If this is the last video you see of me, don't eat expired food. For snacks, so my idea was to get a bag of mandarin oranges, but the oranges were looking a little, so I made the executive decision. I'm just gonna have some trail mix bars. So I had that option here as well, and I have plenty of those. Out of that, I made this shopping list. So it's just those 4 things. You know that I didn't get one. Let's see all the stuff that I ended up getting. I separated them by store this time. So I'll start off with Lidl. I got this sweet cinnamon spice herbal tea. I wanted more herbal teas in my tea arsenal. I just wanted like warm beverages. So this is something that looked good to me. It has rooibos. Someone please tell me how to pronounce it because I am butchering it. Anyway, that's one of my favorite herbal tea flavors. It's like a red tea. All of the items in this are organic and it looks delicious, but let's see if it actually is delicious. I've made myself a mug. Oh yeah. Yeah, also has cinnamon, chicory. I really like chicory too. Rose hip, love that. Lemongrass, ginger, orange peel. So that's what's going on in here. And what's going on in here is delicious. Oh, and that's really soothing. Oh, that's really nice. Okay. Also, so another reason why I'm not showing you the intro side of this video is because I went on and on and on about this mug. This is my, I think, 3rd cold season or winter season, what have you, with this mug. This is the Ember mug. I will keep it short and simple. If you don't have one, get one. If you like warm beverages, this is for you. If you like warm beverages and get distracted and do a whole bunch of stuff and return to your desk and your drink is cold and you're kind of sad about it, this is for you. I'll leave it at that. You don't need my 5-minute rant. I don't know what the hell I was saying. I was unhinged this morning and I was pre-medicated, so I think this cold is making me loopy. What else did I get at Lidl? I got English muffins. This is something that freezes really, really, really well. So this is gonna stay in my freezer for a bit and you'll see why. I don't like Thomas's. Well, it's not that I don't like it. I just don't eat it because they have eggs in it, and every other brand of English muffins does not have eggs in it. So why do you put eggs in it? Like, it makes no sense. But in any case, this is the store brand at Lidl, and let me just double check. I like to use English muffins for burgers instead of burger buns. Don't know why, it's just the texture I like. Also at Lidl, I got pickles. I love any kind of pickle. You've heard me talk about my pickle addiction, I guess. This one is kosher dill chips. I'm thinking for my sandwiches, this is gonna be good. And I also have some sauerkraut in there. They did have vine tomatoes on sale. Excuse me, cocktail tomatoes. So this time of year, cocktail tomatoes are like, all right. I think grape tomatoes or those little cherry tomatoes are the only decent tomatoes at this time of year, to be honest. And then these come in a close second. This was on a ridiculous discount. It was at $2.98. They're usually more expensive than this. And if that's expensive for where you live, invite me over. I would love to live with you because New York City is expensive as hell. I decided to take my chances, and if I open up the first one and it's just not doing good, then the rest of it's going to be in a soup at some point. So that's my plan for this. This will not go to waste, even if they're kind of mealy tomatoes. I hope they're not. Another thing I found at Lidl are these. Is this upside down? Yes, it is. These are the La Banderita carb counter flour tortillas. These are really good, I find, for a snack. I don't know, some like a tofu salad type of thing, or just a veggie wrap, or like I can make a quick hummus or something like that and put that in there. You see the method to the madness, I'm sure you do. So now over to Lincoln Market. Lincoln Market was actually the last place that I went to, and it often is because I'm not trying to buy things that I actually need there. I know the 2 or 3 items that they have there that I don't mind paying that price for, but in any case, I was walking around and every time I go in there, I have this product in mind. I can make it myself, but I like that it's there. This is a vegetarian chicken salad. Claims to have 2 servings in there of 9 grams of protein each, but I just have the whole thing. It's actually pretty low in calories, pretty low in fat, pretty low in carbs. So it's a combination of seitan and textured soy protein. And then they make an eggless mayo, and then they put vegetables in it. And it's basically like a chicken salad, so to speak. I've made this myself several times, but it's just nice having like a single serving that you can throw in a sandwich, which is exactly what I will do later today. You have to walk around a lot to get to the registers, and on my way over, they had this. As far as I know, this is the only widely available soy creamer that's still on the market. I don't know why everyone is so afraid of a bean. Like, what is going on? But in any case, I found this and it was on discount. It was $4.99. But normally in that store, they're like $6-7. I do not understand. Like, who is buying this at like $6-7? What kind of clientele do you have? Are they single? Because I need some help in life. Anyways, this is one that actually I have not tried. I usually just put plain old soy milk in there, or you've seen lately that I've gotten into a creamer kick. This is truly the first year that I've ever put creamer in my coffee. I'm a black coffee gal, or a little bit of soy milk. So now I'm gonna try this one. Hopefully it's good. And that's truly all I got at Lincoln Market, because like I said, I'm not shopping there to shop there. I'm getting an item or 2 and I'm leaving. They also have a really good bakery section next week, maybe some other time. Okay, so now BJ's. Listen, it was not on my list. This is a pack of 10 and it was like $17. The other day I was craving a burger and I was like, damn, if only I had a burger. This, again, it's something that can stay in the freezer. You're sensing a theme. I'm gonna be able to pull one out when I am too lazy to make a whole meal. And this will work out well with the English muffins. Like I told you, I like to use those as hamburger buns. So a meal of this for me would be this, the English muffins, and like a whole bunch of green beans. I'm thinking probably like crispy green beans and this, or maybe a side salad, pickles, that sort of stuff. Okay, so now back onto the plan. This is the sliced mushrooms. This I'm gonna have in the air fryer with the Beyond Steak tips, or the tofu, and some onions and peppers that I already have. So this is gonna be nice to put on top of the polenta. Then I have this like teeny tiny head of lettuce. So cute, but I like that they're really tiny because then I can use it all up. And this is an item that I never noticed before at BJ's. This is really thinly sliced. You can see how thin slices are. This is a Tuscan wheat. It claims each slice is 80 calories. And that makes sense to me, especially given that they're like so thinly sliced. So I will probably have 2 of these for my sandwiches throughout the week. And that's pretty much it. That is everything I bought this week for my meal prep. Like I said, every week is a little bit different. As you're planning your meals throughout the week, you should be considering not only, okay, what's this week gonna bring me? Is it a busy week? Am I doing this and that? And what's my energy here? Like, I think that's the big takeaway for me this week, is that I know that I don't really want to be cooking and doing a whole bunch of stuff. I also don't want to have like specific planned meals this week because I'm gonna be all over the place and my plans are still up in the air. So for me, having several options that are going to influence really like good, even-keeled, healthy, but not restrictive choices is really what's going to set me up for success for this week and the following. I think I have enough for honestly the next 2 weeks. That's what I have for this week. You will see me next with a bunch of recipe videos and stuff like that. Let me know if you like these grocery hauls or if there's something different that you want out of these grocery hauls. I don't often do this, and I've been told by multiple people that I need to tell you to like and subscribe and comment and do things, do activity on this page. Help me out, because I clearly can't help myself. Okay, bye.